Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another quick tutorial. Today we're going to be going over stretched resolution for Project Era. Now, originally I was going to try to cover GPU scaling and display scaling, which are two different forms of getting stretched resolution. However, after fiddling with the GPU scaling and trying to get that to work, I couldn't find a way to get it to work with this, but that does mean that not everyone will be able to get stretched res. So that's why, that's because of the display scaling. So today I'm going to be going over display scaling and how to go about doing that. Before we even get things started though, I do want to say that this will not work for everyone. So just the way to check this is, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card, go to your adjust desktop size and position. And if you do not have display scaling, this will not work. So I do apologize for that. I did try to find other ways to do it. I couldn't get it to work. So we're just going to be going over display scaling. If you don't have this option, you can try to find another way, but this is what I'm going to be going over. You have to have display scaling. All right, so with that out of the way, you're going to be using an application that forces an override of resolution. So basically what that will do is to just show you where you can check if it's working. The active signal resolution, this will be changed to 1600, like I use 1600 by 1080, but whatever stretch resolution you choose to use, this will be changed, which means that your computer will then be displaying that resolution rather than, native. And with GPU scaling, this means that just your desktop resolution changes, but with this, both will change, which means less input delay. So back to the application, what you're going to need is something called custom resolution utility. I'll link the download and everything, but here's what the homepage looks like. The other way to find it is just to search up custom resolution utility and come to the second link, this load.com. Now, do note, for those of you who are worried that it is a bit of a sketchy site in terms of there are some pop-up ads and stuff. I have an ad blocker, so just if you don't want that, you can go and get Ad Blocker Plus. It's a free extension. As for the download, you're just going to click on the download. Any other download links that pop up on your screen, again, I don't have them because I've got an ad blocker, but don't click on those. You're going to want to come to one of these two downloads, UK or US. I'm just going to go with the US. Once you have the CRU zip folder downloaded, you're going to use the WinRAR to open it. Then what you're going to just want to do is create a folder, just name it CRU or Custom Resolution Utility. Take these four, the CRU.exe, restart 64, restart, and reset all. All of these are going to be needed, so just copy them over into a file. You'll see you have everything now, and then just close that. Okay, from there with the CRU, and again, I want to make this completely clear. If you do not have display scaling, this will not work, and it will probably give you a black screen, so you do not want that to happen. In case you do get a black screen, I will link a tutorial. It's not a video, it's like a Google Doc, which explains everything, how to get it back. Long story short, what it does is if you do get a black screen, which you shouldn't if you have display scaling, but you will basically boot your PC up into safe mode, and then from there you can go through and reset everything. But anyways, back to the actual application. Once you have it all installed and put in a folder, just come here. This is the desktop that I have, so if you have multiple desktops, choose the one that you're going to be playing Fortnite on and just choose that. You're going to want none of these, and this will work every time you want to do it. You're going to have to, unfortunately, go through this process every time you want to be using stretched resolution. I don't know how it will work for other monitors, but I have two here. But just pick the one that will default to the resolution of your monitor. So I have a 144 Hertz. From here, just choose the resolution you want only. Edit the horizontal because that's the only one you're going to want to fiddle with. Don't touch the vertical. Okay, just this horizontal. I'm going to be going with 1600. You can use 1080. You can use 1440. Any one of those old resolutions, it's fine. You can use. You don't need any of these, so just delete them all and then add a new one at 1920 by 1080. You don't have to worry about the hertz. You can just leave that at 60. You can change it back through your NVIDIA control panel. This is just for when you reset everything. And then extension blocks, you can delete all of these. You don't need any of those. Yeah, from there, I'm just going to, once you have everything set up, again, It'll look more or less like this. Click OK, and then restart. And your screen will go black for a second, and then come back. If it does go completely black, again, I will link a Google Doc. You can go through the steps for that on how to reset everything and get it working. So, alright, so after restarting, doing the restart 64, I already closed the CRU folder. You'll still be on native res, so just go back to NVIDIA control panel. You'll be on 1920 because it'll reset to this resolution in display. But just go to under PC, 1600 by 1080. It'll say in brackets native, which means that CRU has worked properly and it is forcing your computer to display 1600 by 1080, which can be shown as well through if you go to your desktop display settings and advanced. It's not showing it right now, but as soon as you click apply and give it a second, screen will go black. Yes, you'll see that now active signal resolution is the same as desktop resolution, which means that it has worked. Alright, so we're in game now. Just to show that it does work quickly, that it should just automatically be displaying the resolution that you chose. So for me, again, it was 1600 that I input into CRU. If you did 1440 or maybe 1080 by 1080, it should just automatically do that for me. As you can see, there are no other resolutions to pick from, but if it doesn't automatically do it, just go right or left until you find it, and it'll just work, and then just click apply. But yeah, then the next step would be what to do when you're done playing and how to reset it, which is the next thing I'll be showing. Okay, so the next thing would be what to do once you have finished playing. This is by far the easiest part. All you're going to do is come here and double click reset all, just click yes, and then just restart 64. Okay, so once you've reset it, it will do something similar to what you did when you first restarted, which was your screen will go black and then it'll go back to native. But for people who have higher refresh rate monitors, you might notice that it is not instantly at what it needs to be. You don't need to come here and change anything. Just go back to where the PC tab under your change resolution in NVIDIA control panel, and then just reset it to the original. And there you are, you're back at native. Again, anytime that you want to be using CRU, you're going to have to go through the steps of opening this up, changing everything in here, restarting to get to stretched res, and then once you're done, again, just reset all, restart, and go back into your NVIDIA control panel. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Apologies for the slightly stuttery video. The recording keeps ending every time I have to reset anything. But yeah, thank you for watching.